is Akai coming at you. Today I am coming at you. I am going to be making some steak fried rice. I actually was going to make some shrimp fried rice, but I went to the grocery store, and for some reason the gentleman in the seafood section, I went in there looking for peeled shrimp with the tails gone. He let me know that shrimp is really expensive right now. For some reason, something going on wherever they get shrimp from, and it's been a shortage. So when I went in there, they was talking about like $15 for just like this little bitty handful. So what I decided on doing is they actually had, when I went to Publix, they had like a little, you know how they be having the cooking inside of the store and stuff, and they had some really good steak. So I decided to be able to use the seasoned steak strips. This is my first time ever using the seasoned steak strips. You know I always use the chicken, but I wanted to do something different. What I'm going to be doing also, I'm going to make some homemade egg rolls. I'm going to attach the video to my homemade egg rolls so you don't have to sit and listen to that. And I'm going to be making the rice with that. What I got, again, you'll be needing your steak strips. I got it by Tyson. You get it in the like the meat section. You can also use chicken, like I said, if you want to. You can use shrimp, but again, that was just a little bit too much. And I also have some fried rice seasoning. This is going to be my first time using a fried rice seasoning, so we'll see how that tastes. I also like to use soy sauce. You can use any brand you like. It'll make a difference. I also will be using some. I got this is from the produce section. It's called Tri Pepper Mix. It has green onions, red and yellow peppers also. So I'll be putting that in the rice. I'm also going to be putting some scrambled eggs in it. If you know, when you I'm only making mine kind of like the Japanese recipe. I'm not going to be making it Chinese. Sometimes usually put the egg in it, but most of the time it's Japanese recipes. And I'm also going to be using some canned bean sprouts. What I have already done, you're also going to need the rice. I actually already put the rice on the eye. I put it on, I'm going to let it boil. I'm actually going to put it on 20 minutes. That's how I cook my rice. And you always just want to check it, make sure it's to your liking. I don't like my rice too mushy, and I don't like it too hard. I like it kind of in between. So once I get all that together, I will come back at you. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and heat up the grilled strips. I'm going to heat up the peppers, and I'm also going to make the eggs. I'm going to do everything in a separate skillet. So I'll be right back. Skillet. And what I do is I'm going to open up these steak packets, and I am going to let the skillet get just a little bit hot. And then I'm going to put it inside of the actual skillet. And the good thing about these steak pieces is they are already cooked. So all I'm doing really is just heating them up. They smell good. I'm going to get me, and that looks like it's going to be a lot of steak, so that's a good thing. I wanted to make sure that it was filled with steak. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that go ahead and cook. And once they start to cook, I'll come right back. So while the steak is heating up, you know I like to, again, always cook with Pam. Go ahead and coat the skillet. Now I'm going to go ahead and make, heat up the vegetables. You always want to make sure you heat up the vegetables, because it's something about like when you just not heat up the vegetables, sometimes the vegetables can be a little bit hard, and you don't want that. You want the vegetables and everything to be nice and tender. You want to cook everything individually. What I'm going to do is once I get finished cooking, warming up the steak and cooking up the vegetables, I'm going to go ahead and put an egg on. I'm going to scramble 2 eggs. You can do one, it's up to you. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of crumble it inside of the rice when I mix everything together. And I'm also going to open up these sprouts. I'm gonna let this cook a little bit, because I find when you do the green peppers sometimes take a little bit longer to cook. So now what I'm gonna do, I hear my meat starting to cook. I'm just going to try to move it around because I don't want it to burn or anything like that. And now since it's cooking, I can go ahead and just put it on medium. Because again, like I said, it's already cooked. It just has to warm up. So once everything starts getting, start cooking, I'll come back at you and show you what else to do next, okay? Okay, what I'm doing now is I actually opened up the can of bean sprouts. I'm going to take all the water out of the can. And now what I'm going to do is I'm also going to go ahead. I like to, when I'm scrambling the egg, you don't have to do this, but to me when I'm scrambling the egg, I like to just put it in a cup. I mean, I like to not have to wash dishes. So to me, I like to use just a regular plastic cup. Probably if I was using like the real actual dish, then I would use a bowl. But since you know, we have reusable cups, I just go ahead and use a cup. And what I'm gonna do, I'll drop 2 eggs down in there. And I'm just gonna scramble it up because that's what I'm gonna do once everything else is cooked. I'm gonna make the eggs last. Okay, now the meat is nice and cooked, and the water for the rice is boiling. I like to put like what is this? It's a ½ cup. I like to put 2, maybe 2 1/2 in there. It just all depends on how many people you're feeding. But I find sometimes I make way too much rice. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the rice in there. You want to give me another spoon for the rice. You want to stir it up. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the timer on for the rice for 20 minutes. And once the 20 minutes is up, you do want to sometimes check it to make sure that you don't need to, stir it up because you don't want to burn it at the bottom. And now also what I'm going to do is I am going to put this inside of here because that's nice and cooked. I'm going to put everything in this skillet. And then once they get totally done, I'm going to transfer so now what I'm going to do, I have that cooked already. I am going to go ahead and put the sprouts in there. I'm not going to put a whole bunch of sprouts, just a little something. Just a little bit of sprouts just to taste the sprouts. Because you don't got to put a lot. And again, I'm using the pepper spoon that I use. And just go ahead and mix all that up. And what I did too, I forgot to tell you also, you can go ahead and put some of that fried rice seasoning in the vegetables. Because I did sprinkle just a little bit in there. And I also want to put it once the rice gets done, so I don't want to use all of it. And even if you want to, you can also cook this with that soy sauce. That tastes good also to give it some extra kick. So let me go ahead and wash my skillet and then I'll start on the eggs. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually add just a little bit of soy sauce to my little mixture that I have going on. Just a little bit. You don't want to add too much because you do not want it to get salty. And make sure once like the rice done and stuff, you taste it as you go because you want to make sure that the taste is good and that you're serving something that's good, okay? So my little mixture with all the vegetables and the meat and the egg and all that good stuff is already made. The only thing I'm waiting on is the rice. And now I'm about to start on doing the egg rolls. But I just wanted to show you that real quick. Just put a little bit of soy sauce in it, okay? You guys, the rice is actually done. Again, I gave it 20 minutes. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually transfer the rice over to the strainer. To me, this is the best way to be able to drain the rice. Just make sure that you have a strainer. And what I'm going to do is just kind of let the water seep off. I'm going to pour it back in there. And now the rice is officially done. I'm going to set the rice over to the side because I am not done with my egg rolls. So let me get that started. You can do either one or two things. Some people don't like the rice and the vegetables and the meat mixed. if you're that type of person, you don't have to mix it. You could just go ahead and serve everything separate, like have the rice on the side and have them put the meat and stuff on top of it like it was some gravy or mashed potatoes. But what I'm about to do is I'm actually about to mix everything in. So I'm going to get everything mixed in and get it on the eye, okay?
Yeah, it ain't some, some. Oh, that stuff over, man. You gotta look at it more on the business level now. Did you? Okay. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, right. You ain't talking. I'm playing dodgeball with me. Oh, you know your name? They say they don't forget a face, man. Nah. That's what I say.
Okay, so I have both of them on the eye. I am actually going to turn over the egg rolls. Once they start getting brown, you most definitely want to turn them over. Turn them over slowly. And what I did was I actually mixed the rice with all the veggies, put it in a skillet, and put some soy sauce in it. And what I'm also going to do now, I'm going to put these down a little lower because they're cooking a little too fast. Now what I want to do is I'm going to just put a little bit more soy sauce in here. And so I didn't even use all the rice. So sometimes you might not use all the rice. If you want, you could just use the rice for tomorrow, like maybe in the morning or something, have it for breakfast or something, instead of just throwing it away. And now pretty much I am done. I put a little bit of canola oil, a real little bit of canola oil in this skillet that I got the rice in, because I wanted to kind of have, again, that fried taste. I'm talking about such a little bit of grease. Really, I put the Pam in that skillet because I like to use as little grease as possible. So my egg rolls are pretty much done. My rice is done. So what I'm going to do is put everything in a plate, serve it, and I'll come back to you with the end result. And that was pretty easy, pretty quick. Again, we're making meals that we don't have to eat out anymore. To me, it's better to cook at home. Sometimes we do eat out, but just try to eat at home more. I do have a lot of how-to videos. Make sure you check it out. I will actually provide you with all the information in the video description box in regards to how to subscribe. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. If you will, please rate, comment, and take care and be blessed. Bye, you guys. Thanks for watching.